Hello, my name is Jerry Faye and I get to talk to you about finance today, but first I just wanted to introduce my dog. There's Hootie. Hoot! A little bit of morning fun. So anyway, I get the privilege of talking about finances, which I think is really ironic because I'm really in debt and just starting to climb my way out. So maybe that's the perfect example of, you want to hear from somebody that hasn't necessarily made it out of the hole, but in the hole and currently digging. So that's what we're going to be talking about today is the Oola F of finance. So first of all, I want to kind of back up and talk about something completely different for just a minute, but stay with me. It was recently that I went to Danny Johnson's First Steps to Success. If you have a chance to go to one of those, it's amazing. And you know what? You've probably heard it all before, but she puts it in a way that I heard it. I've heard this concept, for years in Ecclesiastes. It says there's nothing new under the sun, but apparently when it comes out of different people's mouths, you hear it different. So if you get a chance to go to a Danny Johnson First Steps or a Dynasty, go. It's definitely worth it. So I went and I heard a bunch of great stuff and I got very pumped up, and like you do when you're at a conference, you come home and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna dive into this, I'm doing it. Well, what I didn't realize was I'm an emerald. So if you know Danny Johnson's training on gems, I'm an emerald, a pearl emerald actually. When I'm operating with people, I'm a pearl, but when I operate in my home, I'm an emerald. So I'm very task oriented. I like numbers. I like to do experiments on saving money. So back to my story, I've wanted to lose weight for so long and I'm about 50 pounds overweight, and I've tried different things. I've done Weight Watchers, I've done counting calories, I've done exercise, I joined a gym, quit the gym, and it wasn't until Danny Johnson's First Steps, and it was during the finance portion, and she says, print out your monthly statement, go through and skim the fat. Find the areas where you're spending money that you don't need to spend money on. There are things that we spend a lot of money on, those frequent trips to Walmart or the cup of coffee here, or hey, we'll just stop and get this, or hey, this is on sale. You guys, when I skimmed the fat, I realized that a lot of the money that we were using inappropriately, we were eating. We were literally flushing an entire income. I could hire somebody with the amount of fat I found. We were eating it and flushing it down the toilet. So I began to taking finance in mind and taking my emeraldness to its max. We made out a budget. Danny challenged us to see, her family eats for $20 per person per week. I think she has a large family, I'm assuming. I think she's got like 5 kids. Well, I have 3 and 2 living at home, and we're doing it for about 30 bucks. And so, if you stick with us this week, we're gonna show you that in a slide in the information. But I have lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks because I'm not eating out. We're not stopping and getting that, coffee anymore. We're not doing those things. And I was joking with my mom and I said, I've tried so many times to spark that self-determination inside of me to lose weight, but it came down to observation. I don't want to flush it down the toilet anymore. And we're being so specific with our groceries, and we're eating good food, and we're eating lots. I mean, I thought, oh, here we go, 20 bucks per person per day. I couldn't quite do that because my husband loves fruit. It's the fruit that gets us. Yeah, he needs to work on that. But I love that he's lost 30 pounds, and that has nothing to do with Danny Johnson or anything that I've learned. He just decided it was just time. So I'm gonna let him eat the fruit. We'll spend a little more. So finance is huge. Finance allows you, it wakes you up. It takes who you are, and when you start looking at the different areas of your life, skimming that fat, looking at your those things that you pay for monthly, your bills or whatever you want to call them, those things in your home, in your life, you find that, wow, we're really overdoing it. We totally don't need so much stuff. I think we're just kind of like gluttonous. So anyway, I'm hoping to share with you some of my tricks that I have learned with Danny Johnson, and this is, oopsie, This is her War on Debt. I know it's backwards, I think, that you're seeing it, but this is Danny Johnson's War on Debt. It is audio, it is a workbook, and it also has a video. That's super fun to get. Dave Ramsey is also very good. Same stuff, they just speak totally different. I've been doing Dave Ramsey for 5 years, and we're still in debt. Danny Johnson, we have a plan to be out of debt in 14 months. Huge. Huge. So stick with us for the rest of the day on the Oola Finance, and I'm going to share with you how I feed my family for between $30 and $35 per person per week. I'm going to share with you my links to making a budget and how easy that is, making your money work for you. It has freed up so much of my energy. I now know exactly what I can and can't do. We are doing so much stuff as a family now. We're going for walks. We have turned off half of our Netflix. We downgraded. We have looked at our budget and found things that we're going, why are we doing that? Cell phones. Cell phone plans. I skimmed off $130 by switching to a better plan. Incredible. The only thing that I haven't done yet that I think I'm going to do this week is call my credit card companies and see if I can lower that interest rate. Why not? It's a question I can ask, right? So anyway, I'm practicing being bold in my finances. I am practicing being fearless, not having fear because of, I'm telling my money where to go and I'm telling it to stay in the bank, because millionaires keep their money. They don't poop it out into the toilet and then flush it down every month. So thank you for tuning in. Give me lots of feedback. I'd love to hear it. I am a newbie at this. I'm sure that you guys are much better at your finances than I am, so I am super excited to hear what you have to say. And maybe I can learn from you guys doing what you're doing. So make sure you comment below. Make sure you like things. Let us know how we're doing, and have a great time with this. This has been a blast for us to do, and I'm super glad that you are joining us here. So finance away, guys. Talk with you in the comments. Bye bye. Have a great day.